Hi everyone, Rene Bastarache with the American School of Hypnosis. I'd like to welcome you all here. And just so everyone knows, this is a YouTube video, but we are also going live right now as it's being recorded on Facebook. So for those of you that are watching on YouTube, go to Facebook. The next time, register and you can actually see us live. The only advantage is that you get to chat, ask questions, I get to answer. We get to talk back and forth. It makes it kind of fun. So anyways, it's in both places. And today what I'm doing is an unboxing of a secret product I got. You guys can try to guess what it is if you want. And something I just got in the mail yesterday that helps me to make videos. I use it in all my videos from the office. I said in every single video I make in the advertisement, but all the videos I make from the office. But the videos that I don't make in the office, I'll show you what we use there too. So with that, let's see, we got a lot of people here. And once again, I'm just going to go ahead and see. Let's see, I want to say hi to Kia and Deborah and Michael and Conrad. And I feel like the Waltons. Good night, John boy. Good night. Let's see, and Kate. And who else is in here? I think I got everybody. Mary. Oh, hi, Mary. She just joined. And Raluca. Got to say hi to Raluca. She won't take me to lunch. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about videos today. Now, probably the most important tool that I use, and you're hearing me use it right now, is my microphone. You can see there's my mic guard, but the microphone is right beside it. Now, I just got a new one, and I'm going to explain why in a minute. I use where's the front of it? This box has two backs. The Yeti. Okay, I use the Yeti Blue. Can you all see that? Yeti Blue microphone. Now, this is a brand new one, and the reason why is I am talking on this Yeti right now. See it? Hope it's not making all kinds of noise because I'm picking it up. Trying not to touch it too much. But I'm talking on that one. Now, this one I've had for about 6 or 7 years, and it still sounds very good. But I bought one for Raluca because she does videos also. And what happened is we bought one for her that had an internal problem. I think they called it a hissing. And she wrote to the company, and they said, well, they need to see it and go through it. Actually, they have very good customer service. And they sent us a brand new one back to replace it. Now, a little addition to the story in case you want to get one. She was going through their rules, you know, what do you need, this and that. First she sent a picture of it, and then I think she sent, they said to send this back, and they said, you don't need to send a copy of the receipt back because we've already seen the receipt, or they have record of it. So since you don't have to send a receipt, you can send candy if you like. So Raluca sent the microphone and some Valentine candy. I guess they were quite shocked when they opened it up and found candy that within, I think it was like 1 or 2 days, she got a thing in the email saying, your new Yeti microphone is in the mail. So they already shipped it. So between ship time, we got it in like a couple days. So I was going to say she wasn't out much time, but she's out an extra day because I wanted to unbox it first. So let's go ahead and see what's in here. And let's see. My mic is kind of high, so let's see if I can elevate something somehow. We'll just go ahead and do it this way. Just so you know I'm opening it. Oops, look, I just tore your box. I'm not good with this kind of thing. I'm about as graceful as a bull in a china factory. Okay, well, I got that part opened. See, nice box. Great place for the cat to hide. Actually, it would have been, but we got a Maine Coon cat, and he grows so fast. There's no way he'd fit in there. And it comes with the cord. It's a little USB cord, which goes from the mic to plug in. And it plugs into your computer. See? Little USB here. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's USB, and it has one of the small ones that goes into the mic. Then on the top, we got plastic with the manual. Keep the manual. It's important to keep that because it shows you how to work the different settings. There's a lot of different settings on this of how to use it, and the gain setting in the back. And then, ooh, see how nice it's packed? Ooh, let's all go, ooh. And when we take it out, oops, I'm taking everything out. It comes like this. It looks like a contortionist, but actually that is the base. That's the mic, and the mic goes, looks like R2-D2 from Star Wars, doesn't it? I probably should loosen it before there we go. And it goes like this. So it comes with a stand. See that? Awesome mic. I love the sound of it. And you could hear how beautiful the sound is. Now, I know it's not a fair comparison, you know, of how good the mic is, because my voice is just so beautiful already. So, but anyways, it is a good mic. And just some things on the front. Okay, there's volume. There's a mute button. So as I'm talking, I can go ahead and press my mute button and watch what happens. I turn the mute button off. I'm going to look at the comments. If you can hear me, go ahead and say yes. I've been known to not turn the mute button back on. Okay, no one's saying anything. Somebody say, yes, Rene, we could hear you. But anyways, when it's on, the mute is on, it flashes, okay? So if it's flashing, you're not going to be talking. And on the back, it has a couple buttons. It says, oops, gain. Okay, as you can see, there's, let's see. Let me, so you can see it. Right there is the gain button, and these are different settings. Gain, I usually like to keep it, you're going to have to test it, but I keep it about right around there, about 3/4 of the way. And the settings, well, that's what the manual's for. But I know they have different settings. I don't remember exactly which one was for which. I use the heart. It's an upside down heart one, if you can see it. And the heart means I can talk directly into the mic and nothing is picked up around it. And I think the one that looks like the 2 circles, I believe that's it. Oh, there's one setting where I can interview somebody, you know, put the thing right here in the front like this here, and I can talk and you can talk, and it records just the front and the back. And there's another setting that records everything, so you can put it in the middle of a table and use it for like a conference type thing. And Raluca, do you remember what the last setting was? Maybe I should be looking at the book. Let's see. Yeah, she says it's in the book. Well, you could read the book because I just opened it up on the Spanish side. And so anyways, so you can use it for just about anything. And this is great because a lot of times, I mean, I'm at it right up front of a picture window right now. Actually, the curtains are closed because I'm using studio lighting. But just outside, kids come home from school. They might stay there and yell. There might be dogs barking from people walking their dogs. Cars tooting their horns, and if I have the setting just on me, it hardly picks up any of it, which is awesome. And especially for doing hypnosis sessions. Okay, I don't have to get it close. As you can see, my other mic is right here. Oops. I'm going to try to go sideways here so you can. Oops. This is about how close I usually go when I talk. I know some people get right on it and they get that spit guard for it in case you need that, which is what this thing is. This is just, you don't really need this, but it helps with the, when I'm talking and saying like a poof or, you know, that, the T sound, the spitting of the sound, it kind of spreads that out so you don't really notice it. So it doesn't sound like you're spitting on people all the time. So it does help with those kind of things. Doesn't really change the sound that much. I know Raluca, for hers, the one that she was using before, she had one of those, like a sponge thing that goes on top of it. Personally, I don't like those because I've had them actually go flying off right in the middle of a talk. But so anyways, that's the Yeti. Wonderful mic. Now this one, like I said, comes set up with this metal thing, and you adjust it over here so you can bring it up and down, put it how you want. Plugs in the bottom. I personally don't like to use this base, so I just unscrew this, take it right off. And mine is on a boom setting. Can you see? Okay, here's the front of it. And so it looks like a Star Wars there. Okay, so it's on a boom setting. So I can adjust it. I adjust it usually like this here, bring it so it's in the corner. But I mean, I could bring that boom way up in the air and have it come down. You can do a lot of things. If you have two people talking to each other, you can put it in the middle so it's right in the right even between them. I've even used it in a hypnosis session where a person's sitting down in the recliner and I had it going down just above their face. Let them know first, because if they get up really fast in the middle of the session, they can knock a tooth out on this thing, okay? So be sure you let them know, hey, I'm putting this mic above your face. Maybe show it to them first. Let's see. Is the mic self-powered or just USB? I'm not really sure what you mean. It needs to be plugged into the USB to work. It doesn't plug into electricity or anything, so I guess that's what you mean. Oh, Raluca, no, there's no power cord. Thanks, Raluca. See, she's answering your questions, and I just got to read ahead. Let's see, what else we got? That's it. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask about it, because I'm going to jump into another product. Really cool. And Kia, thanks for saying that you can hear me. now that I've talked another 20 minutes, I'm finally reading it. Now, what if you don't want to work in front of your computer, okay? Some of you have seen that I do videos sometimes in the car. I like to do them in the car. I'll whisper, Raluca shops a lot. So I'll go with her. And a lot of times I sit in the parking lot and do my videos because I might not want to be in the office that day. So what she uses, let's see, I'm trying to get all the Yeti stuff together. What she uses is a product called PRACTITIONER. This is a mic that goes on your cell phone. I would show you my cell phone, but she monitors it and she has it in the other room. But it just plugs into your cell phone. That's all it is. Great thing to use. Now, what I do, if I use sometimes I even use my cell phone right here. And what I'll do with my cell phone is I have one of these little book things, and I'll put my cell phone on like that. And so you could use it this way. Again, if I'm doing it this close, I don't really need a mic, but some people like to walk around. If you're walking around with your cell phone, a mic is great, because when you get a little distance away from it, you're going to have equal sound. So, or sometimes I take this and I put it right on, oops, let's say this is the monitor. Okay, here's a monitor of the screen. I'll put it right on the monitor like this. And that way I can get it straighter and I can have it right near my other camera. I've been known to, put it right there. And I've been known to do live videos to YouTube and to Facebook at the same time. Computer on YouTube and the phone on Facebook. If you're going to do that, just realize there's a lot of hassle to it. Okay, a lot of upkeep. You might have forgot to hit one thing on one, not the other, and it can get confusing. That's why I rather just do one and then load it to the other one afterwards. So this is, it says PRACTITIONER is the name of it. It has 3.5 jack. It has a, comes in a nice little case. Ooh, you can take it out and carry your crystals in here afterwards. And is it in there? And there it is. The wire's all coiled up, and won't take that apart for her. And just a little mic. And you would just basically take it, and there we go. You don't have to be real close to it, and you're talking it like this. And from what everyone says online, I know Raluca follows a lot of people that use these. She just got this, so I don't know too much of her experience, but they're supposed to sound excellent for the cell phone. Now, you're thinking, what do they cost? She got this on Amazon, and I don't have the link or anything, but just go to Amazon and punch in PRACTITIONER, and you'll see that picture, and it's like $23. It's called a lavalier mic. You can see that down there, a lavalier mic. 23 bucks. And oh, I believe, Raluca, how much was the Yeti? I believe the $129 for the Yeti, okay? Now, the Yeti you can get, I believe, on Amazon as well. We actually got it at Best Buy. Best Buy had a better rate than Amazon did for some reason. Now they do make a bigger and supposedly bigger and better version. There's one for $200. I believe it's black instead of silver. I got it. I wasn't impressed with it. I brought it back. I did not like it. This one here I like a lot better. I'm kind of like a stripped down version. I like the simple things. It has too many bells and whistles. I don't use them all. You know, I don't use all the bells and whistles I probably could use. And sometimes it makes things a little bit more complicated. And with everything going on, trying to record, keep everything straight, you know, you want to keep it as little complication as possible. Let's see what else we got over here. Thank you, Deborah. She's a great demonstration. It's great for the phone. Let's see. Okay. Now, that's what I use for mics. If you have questions on anything else we do, let me know. Right now, we're recording live on Facebook, and I am just using the Facebook Live program. There are programs you could use. Matter of fact, I've used one before called bluejeans.com, and I had let it go, but we used it for quite a while. I will be signing up for it again. It gives you a lot of options. You can actually speak to other people, like I'm speaking to these people, you know, in the chat, but I could have them come right on the screen live, so they'll have their pictures, and you could have, I believe, up to 9 or 10 people on the screen at once. I've had board meetings. I've had a lot of different kind of trainings with people live where I could see them and they could see you. Great for sessions. If you're doing hypnosis sessions, it's kind of like Skype, but with a lot more screens. And the nice thing about Blue Jeans, if you do want to get it, it's free for a month for you to try it. So go ahead and get it if you have time and play with it a lot. The nice thing about it is that it uses the cloud rather than the internet for storage. So you're going to get a lot crisper, clearer video, and storage is really fast, you know, because like after I'm done this, I have to wait and download the whole thing. And usually what we do is we'll download it and go to lunch because it takes forever to do. But with Blue Jeans, by the time I'm done, I go to their site and it's pretty much loaded over there. So that makes it nice. The other nice thing about Blue Jeans is, like right now, I'm just recording live on Facebook. When I use Blue Jeans or other programs like that, I'm recording live on Facebook, but I'm recording and there's a copy going into my Dropbox or, you know, in the sky on the computer. So that way, even, you know, sometimes when you're doing it live, like right now is nice, but when I get closer to noon, like within the next half hour, you're going to start getting a lot of and pixelation and all that because there's so many people online. If the video is really messed up like that, I just throw this video away and take the one that I downloaded on the computer, which is perfect. A lot clearer, a lot crisper. It's 1080p, I believe. It might even be better because they have higher standards than that. So it's really clear for video. And I'll just take that one and load it. So programs like that are great. What's the other one I use? I'm looking online. OBS Studio, OBS. That's a free program, completely free. OBS, basically it gives you a studio. I mean, your screen split down the middle and you're working on this side, and whatever you do on this side, you just slide over and that's what the audience sees. You could put commercials up, you can do split screen. It's amazing what you could do with it. But it takes a lot of work to figure out how to use it first. OBS, the same thing. You're recording it on your computer as well as online. So you can always have, if something happens and you got kicked offline, you still have your recording, which is nice. So those are a couple programs you can use. Now, what are other questions people ask me? What do I use for a camera? I have a little quick cam. I would take the camera off and show it to you right now. But if I do, you wouldn't be able to see the camera because I'd be showing you the camera. But it's called the Logitech. Oh, the name's not on it. Is it 920, Raluca? Logitech something. She'll look it up. Anyways, it's a Logitech. It's a little rectangle, a black little rectangle thing that clips right onto the top of my computer screen. You can put it on anything. You can take, because it has quite a long cord, and you could take it and put it on different things if you want. I mean, I've even put it on the top of this before. I put it on laptops, but it's a great little camera. Has speakers on both sides, so it's stereo. I do the video on that, but I still like the recording sound a lot more on the Yeti. For some reason, maybe because the Logitech is so far away, you get a hollow sound. You know, kind of like when you're talking in a hall. So it sounds like you're talking in a hall, you know. You could almost hear an echo. So I use the Yeti and that. But I use that camera for everything. Also, I don't have regular computer monitors. I have two big Samsung television monitors that I use side by side. So they don't have their own camera built in. So this is a lot better than I would have even had if I did have a camera built in. But okay, so that's what I use for equipment. Logitech comes with its own program, and I use a Logitech program quite often for anything, because it also has something called the webcam controller. And with the webcam controller, I can make the picture, you know, the picture where I am right now on any program. If I open that, I can zoom in, I can zoom out, just to show you while you're watching me right now. I'm going to move, I'm touching the cam controller. See, so I'm moving from one side to another. See that? And I'm getting myself bigger and smaller. So it's a really neat program. I can use this on Facebook, on YouTube, on any program. It just controls the camera. So if I'm using something with this camera, it controls it, so I could do a lot with it. And that's kind of nice, because if you want to zoom out, because let's say I want to go, you know, talk on the whiteboards, it can do that. So that's pretty much it about the camera that I use. Luca just told me it's the Logitech C90. And she has it written down in the comments if you want to see that. What program did you use? This is Kia. What program did you use in your training videos to get the different backgrounds? Aha, now that's a secret. Actually, I did those quite a while ago. I had a larger room on the other side of the building, and I used a green screen. So I used what they call chroma key. Chroma key, there's a lot of programs that will do chroma key. Matter of fact, you can do it with the Logitech. Excuse me. No, not Logitech. OBS has a chroma key button that you can use. Let's see, what are other ones? Just do a search of chroma key and you'll find a bunch of them out there. Mac has a really good chroma key setting. Thinking there's some other ones, I can't remember who they are offhand. But I used chroma key, which is what they call green screen. So I had a big green wall behind me, and it was like a drop sheet. And it's called chroma key green. Or you can use a blue screen. I also have a pop-up one. It's like you ever seen those pop-up tents where you undo it and bring it around? It's like a big spring. It's kind of like that. And it's inside is a big green screen, and on the back is a blue one. So you could use that. And once you hit chroma key, everything behind you disappears. All you can see is you. And the nice thing about that is I can change whatever background I want. So I can be, you know, I could have the Eiffel Tower. I could have the moon behind me. You'd think I was walking on the moon. So that's what I use for that. Chroma key is a great thing, but it takes a lot of work to figure out, because with chroma key, you know, the lighting has to be just right. Like right now I have my big lights, my studio lights up there. But with chroma key, I would probably have the direct light also, and I need to have a couple lights behind me. The background has to be lit up perfectly, even if there's more shadow one side more than the other, you're going to see that. And then there have to be one pointing at the back of you to kind of get your silhouette. Otherwise, you're going to have a green, and you probably see that in some of those videos. You're going to have like a green halo around you. All the news stations do that. If you watch news on TV, those guys are all in probably a small room, and they don't have all those big things behind them, those big screens. That's all chroma key. That's why some of them that don't have really good equipment or their lighting is bad, you'll see a blue or a green halo around them, or a line. That's because their lighting isn't good. So now you just saw my Hollywood ideas. But the neat thing about it is you can actually even take a piece of paper and make a drawing on it and put that drawing on your computer, take a snapshot, put it on the computer, and make it your background, you know. So if you want to be in one of your own pictures, you can do that. So that's kind of funny, kind of fun, I should say. I do them from time to time, but they don't come out as well as I'd like. The best thing for chroma key is natural lighting. So if you could get a portable green screen, like I was saying, they're only like maybe 90 bucks, and go outside, it works great. But that's on a nice sunny day. You don't want a cloudy day where it's all perfectly lit and a cloud comes over. It's going to make you look funny. But the cool thing about chroma key is if you have a green background and then you take a little piece of green about this round and tape it to your forehead, you're going to have a hole in your forehead and be able to see right through and see the background behind you. So for that reason, if you're using a green background, don't wear green. If you have a green necktie, you're going to see right through your body. That's why they give you a choice of green or blue. If you like to wear a lot of green or you have green eyes, use a blue background, because if you have green eyes, you're going to look like an alien. You'll be able to see right through your head. Or blue eyes, same thing. Oh, let's see. My lighting, I'm using lighting by Square, S-Q-U-A-R-E, and it's just basically big lights, those funny scrolly ones with umbrellas. And if you go on to, I got them on Amazon, you get them pretty cheap. Look for Square lighting. I actually have like 8 of them, but I'm only using 2 in here. It's a sunny day outside, but I still close all the shades. So these lights give me good lighting. You can probably see the reflection on the board behind. And this way I'm not having it, if I left the shades open, it'd be bright and dark and bright and dark and be blinding you sometimes. So I get solid lighting. What else is there to say about YouTube? I mean, talking about how to get it onto YouTube, that's another whole thing, but I'm just talking about what I'm using for recording right now. I think lots of you know I have a desk from Updesk. And the nice thing about my desk is I just hit a button like this here, and the whole desk is going up. So that's not the program. That's the desk. And you want to be careful if your wires are short, your computer will go flying off. So that makes it really nice too, because if my adjustments aren't just right, I can move my desk up and down. And it's great because if I want to do a video standing up, I can bring my whole desk, quite high. I can stand up and work on it comfortably. They're an expensive desk, but I love it. And my tabletop on this desk, it's actually called a write-up desk, because the tabletop is made out of the same thing as that whiteboard behind me. So I actually write on my tabletop with a magic marker all the time. I'd show you, but there's magic marker notes written all over it now. Oh, it's not good. So that's what I use for that, and it helps me with the videos. I think that's pretty much it. Anyways, basically what I wanted to show you guys with the unboxing. So if you want to get a Yeti, I found, like I said, the best place is Best Buy. I don't get a commission off it. Just go to Best Buy on your own. I just think they're a wonderful mic. And let's see, anybody else have any questions before we go? Let's see. Kia said, wow. Well, thank you. And I think we pretty much covered everything. So for all of you watching, I'd like to thank you for showing up. And if you like these live videos that we've been doing for the last 3-4 weeks on YouTube and Facebook, okay, on Tuesdays, let me know. We may continue doing them. If not, we'll probably go ahead and continue going back to the pre-recorded ones. It's kind of easier for us because I can just come up and do it. The only bad thing is if I make mistakes, I can't edit them out because it's live. And oh yes, and while we're at that, editing. When you're editing programs, if you do one, let's say on your own, you want to edit it and put it up, I use a program called Camtasia. Camtasia, it's a great editing program. You can put in pictures, you can put in all kinds of things, commercials, you can put in transitions, you can put in music. I also use that when I make my music videos. I use Camtasia. And for those of you that just want to make audios, I use a program called, I can't remember what it is, Audacity. Audacity is anything that I'm making just an audio. I usually do it on Camtasia, and I take the video, put it on Camtasia, strip it down to an MP3 or an M4A, whichever one, and put it out that way. Audacity is free. Audacity is free. That was a double take. Wasn't it a deja vu? But anyways, Audacity is free. Go ahead and try it out. I think you'll really like it. It's one of those things, again, there's a learner's curve, but once you get past it, it's easy to use. It's very high quality for a free program. And that's about it. So I'd like to thank you again for watching. For those of you that are on YouTube and you want to see this live the next time, or you want to see a lot of the other things, this is actually going on live in our AIA hypnosis/self-help forum. So you would have to click on the link that we're going to have below this video, and you just click on it, go over there and answer a couple questions, and you can join the forum for free. Besides seeing live things like this, you get to meet other people with like interest. You get to ask questions, any idea, anything that we usually put out, we put there first for people to know about it. And it's just a fun place to be, okay? And when you get bored, you come in there and just chat with people. So we'll have the link below for that. And I'd like to thank you for joining us. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so. That's for YouTube people. Or join us with Facebook and share this with your friends. So everyone, have a great day. Bye-bye now.